Good morning, guys. We have this little bean. He's tired because he has gas and he's really gassy. So we didn't really sleep the best. And then this one came in here around 7 o'clock this morning. I have no clue why. I have to fight him to get him up that early. But that was a perfect opportunity for me to get him dressed and ready, but I was just exhausted. Because this little human, like I said, didn't really sleep. So he was like nonstop up, like all night. We have to drop Dupe off at school, and then after we drop Dupe off at school, then I have to take him to his first doctor's appointment, because he wasn't born in a doctor's office, or he wasn't born in a hospital, he was born in a doctor's office, and then there was a mess with his insurance, and I had to wait for his insurance card to come, so I wasn't able to take him to the doctor. So yeah, now homeboy's first appointment is like 3 weeks old. Like, yeah. But he's definitely gaining weight and getting bigger. So there's that. So let's get up at him. And I have to pump because this side is super engorged. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm dying inside. So I have to pump really quick. And then get this boy, the boys, up and at him. Bean. Oh, Bean. Lift you off. You got booby milk everywhere, Bean. Oh, you okay? Say hi, Beanie. Say hi. Hey, you got the prettiest little blue eyes. It's a baby. And a mommy got foot check. So my jeans just getting a little smaller. So Beanie has to get his PKU test done again. And then he has to get some baby D drops too. So the baby's appointment went really great. He was weighing, what, 10.10 pounds? I don't remember the rest of the stats. I just cared about his weight. That's really what I cared about. So he's gained about 3 pounds since he was born, which is awesome. And then they scheduled my 2 referrals. One for to get his circumcision done, and then the other referral is, so he can get his hearing test done. Because my son wasn't born in a hospital, he was born in my doctor's office. So I got our 2 referrals for that, and then now we paused because he was hungry, and I stopped and I got some food. I went to Popeyes and got a little tender combo meal because I was just starving and I needed something to eat. I was going to go to this other chicken spot over here, but I don't particularly like going to that one because it's not like, sometimes they can be a little rude over there. So I was like, nah, I'm not in the mood to deal with any rudeness today. I just want to get my food and get on my little merry way. So yeah, now I'm feeding him, and then I really need to pump. But I don't know. I'm trying my hardest to hold off until I get to my mom's house to pump. I mean, I can pump while I'm driving because I have a hands-free thing that I just put on. Mom's house. This is 1:15, so I'm gonna get my nephew off the bus probably around 2:40, and then I should be packed. I need to pack, and I didn't pack because we have to go get meat from the butcher. Because we're going to Pennsylvania to go pick up this meat from the butcher. So we didn't do that yet. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we doing with our lives? But he's eating. That's all he does is eat. But I was smart and I pumped milk this morning and had enough for 2 feeds in it. So that's why I haven't pumped again. But I desperately have to pump again because I'm like getting engorged. My whole right side is so engorged, like I'm kind of dying inside. This guy's got a burp, and he hates burping. He is not a fan of burping. Good job, Bean. You have another burpee in there? I'm sure you probably do have another burpee in there, Bean. You want to say hi? He's grumpy. The Haka is it, guys. This is extra milk that I would have just lost. Almost 2 ounces of milk. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I always keep it in my diaper bag just in case I can't pump or it's not really ideal. Like, it wasn't really an ideal location where I was at to be pumping at. Hi, Al. You okay?
Yes.
Are you tired? You guys, we had to go to this car wrap place, and right next to the place is a gentleman's club, and their sign says it's called the Showcase Theater. It's a gentleman's club, and over 25 entertainers nightly, Monday to Saturday. Sunday, they said that's the Lord's Day. Let me stop fooling around. That's really what the sign says, Monday to Saturday. Super early to my kid's school, so I'm trying to burn some time before I have to go pick him up, because I don't pick him up till 6, but if I pick him up too early, he honestly gets angry, because usually they're doing like an activity if you pick him up super early. So I try to pick him up right towards the end so he has plenty of time to play, and like I don't really care if he's the last kid there because he just loves it at school. So I'm like, okay, cool. I just have the Haka on, and I recommend if you guys get the new Haka has a little strap, so if it like falls off, it's like not wasted on the floor, because with my first son, that's literally the story of my life. I would lose the milk all the time because he used to kick it off and I would just spill it. It was just a mess. So, and I just didn't right now. All my pumping stuff is in the back of my trunk in the bag, and I just don't feel like trying to get the bag out, get all my stuff together that I usually have. So I'm just like, yeah, no, not in the mood for that. So I just keep putting the Haka on different sides. And then I've just been putting it in my little container, my breast milk container. I absolutely love these containers. There's only a few things about these containers I'm not the biggest fan of. Really, the only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is, well, 2 things, I guess. One, this plastic is hard plastic, but it's not hard enough. If you drop it on the floor, a relatively hard floor, it cracks. So I have 2 of these now instead of 3. This lid, I get it. It looks really cute. However, whenever you're pouring the milk, this piece comes off, but all of the milk never fully comes out because it gets stuck right in here. So when you dump it, it all just gets stuck like right here. I don't know if you guys can tell. So I'm like, oh, great. So there's that. I do have to go to CVS. Well, I actually need to go on Amazon because I have to get my kid's vitamin D drops. So I'm going to get vitamin D drops for him. And then I still have to call to schedule his hearing test. I probably should do that right now. I scheduled his pre-op for his circumcision, but I don't think they'll do that anytime soon. Because, I don't know, the lady on the phone, she was like, they have until 45 days. And I'm like, I don't know. My doctor and 2 other doctors said it's 30 days. So I'm like, we shall see. I was like, at least we could just go for the consultation, make sure that everything goes smooth when we do get approved, whether it's now or have to wait till he's 6 months old to get it done. So I'm like, okay, we'll wait and see how that goes. I'm going to wake him up, change his diaper, feed him again, get him kind of settled, and then we'll go get Big Brother. I thought about Big Brother wanted Chick-fil-A today, and he was like, Mom, can we have Chick-fil-A? And he tried to convince me this morning, and I was like, no, because this morning we did not have any time, because my appointment this morning for his thing was at 10:45, and we got to there at 10:20, and I knew I had to get in early anyway to fill out a ton of paperwork. So I did get all that sorted, but he was disappointed. So I don't know, maybe we'll do it for dinner, but I'm like, I don't really want to, because he had McDonald's yesterday as a treat. And I was like, so he doesn't really need Chick-fil-A today too, you know, that's too much. And then tomorrow we're going out of town, so I already know we're going to have fast food for dinner. So I'm like, a little too much fast food. And we have to stay in a hotel, so I get to take you guys on that little trip for our little weekend trip. because we had to go pick up our meat from the butcher. What are y'all doing? Of course, elk hunting. I hate it when he watches elk hunting. It sounds horrible. It's just a bunch of screeching. I mean, elk are cool, but the noise, the mating sounds are not it. No.